So I guess we're doing a quick react to some news that came out today. Pachi told me to check Twitter. Did you see Samwise's tweet? It's kind of wild. So Samwise Didier writes here, "Hail Blizzard family and friends. Today is a huge day for me, and I wanted to share the news with you all. I am retiring from my beloved Blizzard Entertainment, and today will be my last day." Now, most kids I know move out of the home when they are 18. Well, maybe not these days. I am. Yeah. For me, it took me damn near double that. It is inspiring and intimidating all at the same time. Blizzard was never just a job for me. I joined the company in 91, and it immediately became my second home. I found out I had family that I didn't even know I had. I grew up there. I learned almost everything I know about art there. I learned how to use a computer. I only knew Atari 2600 and Nintendo. And I learned how to use Photoshop. I learned how to create UI and make thousands of buttons. I learned how to create 3D models of my art, how to texture and animate them, and even make them shoot fireballs or lasers. I got to see my art come to life. Hell, I even joined my first band at Blizzard. That's Elite Tauren Chieftain. And to top it all off, I got to work on some of the greatest games this here old world has ever known. Thank you, Blizzard, for everything. If I were to leave any words of wisdom to the mighty Blizzard Entertainment, it would be this. Blizzard family, always draw big shoulder pads. ABC, my friends. Um, yeah, Samwise Didier was one of the biggest art, probably the number one art inspiration for me growing up. I remember when I was in high school looking at the Warcraft 3 concept art on the old websites. And I remember back then that's when I saw on the job listings for the old Blizzard hiring page, it's like, oh yeah, become a concept artist. And so like that was my dream goal for art um for a long time. Um I picked up Samwise's two short story books. I guess you couldn't really call them short stories. Uh The Last Dwarf was a collection of short stories, but then the panda story, the panda book about fire and ice. That one was like a mini novel, like a young adult children's novel. It's pretty freaking good, actually. I read that one when I was getting ready to deploy. But yeah, this is surreal. Samwise is still regularly uploading videos on his YouTube for October this last month. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. 30 plus years. I hope he gets his well-deserved rest, but you know him, or maybe some of you don't. But he's gonna keep drawing. I know that because he says that in all of his videos. He says that in all of his interviews. He's gonna keep drawing. Um, I think one of my biggest regrets was that the last game that they formally put him on was Heroes of the Storm, and then they pulled support from on it. If you visit Samwise Didier's Heroes of the Storm artwork on his DeviantArt, he actually had like pages and pages of like all sorts of custom skin concept art for the different heroes from the Blizzard IPs, and really nice like orthographic drawings, really nice turnarounds and stuff. And I think that was probably, for me, apart from the work that he did on Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 2, he did like early work on WoW as well. But most of the stuff he did for WoW that wasn't just carryover from Warcraft 3 was like the icons, right? The racial icons and whatnot. But some of the really well known ones was Paladin Tier 2. I think the Shaman set was probably his. Dragon Stalker. Some of the brutal doodles that he had on the old Sons of the Storm page showed that. And then after that, I'm pretty sure he was really well known for StarCraft 2, because I remember like it was on StarCraft 2, Sam Didier handpicked Mr. Jack, Luke Mancini, and the two of them were such an iconic team, at least to me. They were such an iconic like concept art team. Yeah, if I recall correctly, Luke Mancini was probably one of the last artists to join Sons of the Storm. Yeah, so the two of them were on StarCraft 2, and then eventually Heroes of the Storm, and then the dark times when Heroes support got shuttered. So that's when Samwise was working on a lot of his personal books. Right? He had a children's drawing book, How to Draw Mythical Monsters and Magical Creatures, with Samwise Didier, and then his personal art book, Brutal: The Art of Samwise. I remember pre-ordering this one. Um, yeah, heck yeah. I will keep drawing big shoulder pads, and I will always be creating to carry on the legacy that he has left for me and the rest of us that grew up with his art.